We take a look at Valentina CUEVA from Ecuador. Skated in week 1 in Courchevel. So thrilled to have this young woman on the Junior Grand Prix Tour. We hope that she has a good skate for herself as she enters the ice. 23.73 in Courchevel was her top free program score. She's 17 years old. A 17-year-old Valentina CUEVA of Ecuador. What I found so interesting, Mark, I was sort of stood back. I wasn't taking any notes. I was just watching this young woman's face and her focus and her concentration and her enjoyment and just trying to achieve what she can do. And she had a rough start to the program, but came back with a nice double flip and a double loop combination. Started to get it, together there. So it was sort of interesting to watch her learning on the go.
Absolutely, and seeing Valentina and her coach here on location, I've just so appreciated the bravery of them, and knowing that she doesn't have the technical ability to compete with some of the others, but being so accepting of that and eager to go out and compete.
And try to improve every time out, gain some experience. And, you know, it's just really extraordinary for a young woman to come from a country that really, an ice rink, I don't even know when we should find out, you know, when did they build their first ice rink? You know, what part of society is it? And it's just quite remarkable. Really appreciate the journey and the effort that's made by this young woman to participate in a sport that is not really well known in their country.
Absolutely, and a real trailblazer, we hope. And I referenced when we saw her compete before, but Ben Yao, the Chinese pair skater who competed at the 1980 Olympics, came last place. Apparently he was laughed at, and then came back as a coach nearly a decade or two later and dominated the world of that discipline. So who knows, perhaps Valentina will be coming back and dominating.
That's true. I mean, I heard the same story, that he was really humiliated with people saying what they say, and in those days it was much more brutal when it comes to people's comments, and he was determined to get some sort of at least personal revenge, and said, well, I'll come back and I'll show you, and boy did he ever. You know, and really, you know, so, you know, good on him. And we hope that people's experience on the Junior Grand Prix motivates them to help the sport grow with the next generation of young skaters, either as an official or as a coach, and in this case with Valentina as a skater, and going back home and saying, well, this is my experience, this is what I learned, and helping young skaters learning to skate in her country.
Absolutely, and from Courchevel, when she was in France, she and her coach have stayed in Europe and prepared to compete here, and by being here, she's had that increased exposure to some of these other great skaters, and I'm sure seeing Jia Shen compete later on will be of huge inspiration to Valentina.
Absolutely. Free program scores. Now her season's best was 23.73, earning that in Courchevel in the free program. And looking to top that here. And yeah, season's best 29.21. So progress made. Staying in Europe, getting some more confidence and some experience. 47.36 for Valentina. Well done.